quarter's outbreak of COVID-19 and exasperated state leaders. We're also hearing about the strain this virus is placing on our healthcare industry. Good Thursday evening, everyone. I'm Tyler Lopez.
And I'm Amber Kriska. Central Illinois still has hospital beds available, but we've never had more COVID-19 patients using those beds than we do now. We'll talk more about that. But first, the Tazewell County Jail is on lockdown tonight after a COVID-19 outbreak. Sheriff Jeff Lauer confirms that of the 140 inmates tested, 39 were positive for COVID-19 this week. 6 employees tested positive as well. This is the first known outbreak at the jail. Right now, all of the inmates are quarantined to their cells, and all of the cases are in one housing unit. Medical staff at the jail are monitoring the inmates who tested positive, but the sheriff says so far any symptoms have been mild.
Governor J.B. Pritzker says another stay-at-home order could be on the horizon if the state's COVID-19 numbers continue to rise. He believes it's up to local leaders to do their job and keep people safe. It's something no one wants to hear, but Governor Pritzker says it seems like we're heading toward a new stay-at-home order. This comes as Illinois has seen a 459% increase in COVID-19 cases since October 1st and a nearly 180% jump in hospitalizations. And the state also tracking a 217% increase in deaths over that same time period. Now, Governor Pritzker is asking what will it take for skeptics to listen to public health guidance.
But more people will get sick, more people will struggle to breathe, and more people will die because you've failed to do your job.
The state health department has also issued recommendations for the next 3 weeks, limiting activities. And Pritzker says he doesn't want to put another stay-at-home order in place, but he also said they're running out of options.
Well, Central Illinois is no different from the rest of the state. In fact, with more than 1,000 new cases today, our 14 counties accounted for nearly a tenth of all new cases in the state. Now, some of those are from the past 2 days, like McLean County, which reported 421 new cases and its 42nd death. Peoria, LaSalle, and Livingston all added more than 100 new cases today. Deaths continue to climb too, now up to 417. Putnam is the only county with no reported COVID-19 deaths. In the last week, more than 2,000 people in the Tri-County region, that's Peoria, Woodford, and Tazewell counties, have tested positive for COVID-19, and that brings the total to over 11,700. This is creating a serious concern for medical providers as more COVID cases are ending up as hospital patients. Locally, over 160 beds are being used just for COVID-19 patients, the highest since the pandemic began. OSF and Unity Point say now they have more supplies to take care of COVID patients, but they are worried they won't have the staff to care for them.
What's different this time is the numbers are so large. The numbers you just heard, we have 3 to 4 times the number of patients in our hospitals than we had back in the spring.
If we don't have the staff, we run the risk of not being able to meet the needs on a timely basis that our communities have. At this point, we're doing okay, but we need to remain vigilant.
There's concern about the flu hitting during this pandemic and causing even more hospital crowding. But doctors hope if people wear masks and keep their distance, it will slow the spread of both COVID and the flu.